Welcome to the RapidLog training videos. Today we are going to show you how to import your fuel data that is saved in the ComData format. The first thing that you'll need to do is you'll need to contact your fuel card provider to get the raw data file. After you download the raw data file, you can then import that into the RapidLog system. To import the fuel into the RapidLog system, the first thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to take a look at the ComData file that we downloaded from our provider to see how many digits we're including for the fuel card numbers. Typically, the RapidLog system will look for 10 digits on the ComData fuel files, but sometimes there are less. There's never more than 10, but sometimes you'll see the last 6 or 8 digits of a fuel card number. So it's always good to double check that before you start entering in fuel card numbers into the system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my fuel file that I got from ComData, and in here, what we can do, if we look at this file here, it's going to be a lot of information to sift through. What I like to do is I like to go to over to the right and find the column that has all the U's in it. To the right of that U, you're going to see some numbers. Now, you may only have 6 or 8 digits here. If that's the case, that's going to be the fuel card number that you want to put into the system. Otherwise, it's just going to be 10 digits here that you'll want to add for your particular drivers. If you happen to be a Canadian customer, this U will be replaced by a C. So ComData sends those over as U for US or C for Canada in the two systems. So you'll either see a U or a C, but this is at column 195 in the text editor here. We can see it's column 195 is where it looks for the fuel card numbers. So you'll just want to make sure that if there's 10 digits there, copy the 10 digits into that particular driver. Otherwise, if there's only 6 or 8 digits, you're going to copy that into the driver's page for the fuel card number there. Now, if I pull up my RapidLog system here and go to the driver's page, I've already entered in a fuel card number for a test driver here. So we've got that all squared away. And so since we have the fuel card number in for that driver, the first thing that we're going to do for importing the fuel file is we're going to open up the RapidLog FTP program. From there, double-click on your company folder. After that, double-click on the checkpoints folder. And finally, double-click on the ComData Motors folder. After you double-click on the ComData Motors folder, we're going to need to locate the fuel file that we need to upload to the RapidLog OnDemand system. To do that, we'll click on the little drop-down tab here and navigate to the folder that you saved the file under. I just saved it out to my desktop, so I'm going to go ahead and click on Desktop here. If I scroll down a little bit, I'll find my ComData fuel file here. And to copy it over to the OnDemand system, we're just going to click and drag this file over to anywhere in the white area here under the ComData Motors folder. Be careful not to drop the file on top of the folder icon with the up arrow there. As you can see, it's highlighting it blue right now. What that'll do is it will actually move that to the folder above the ComData Motors folder, and the fuel file will not import at that point in time. So when copying the file over to the FTP program, you'll want to be sure that you drop the file in any white area over here. And after you drop the file in place, you'll be prompted with this pop-up window here. We're just going to copy the file over. After the file is copied to the server, the window will go away, and we can go ahead and close out of our FTP program and go back into the RapidLog program to review the checkpoints that were imported into the system. And from the driver's page, we'll click on checkpoints to see what it imported for this particular driver. So we can see here that the timestamp on the fuel was in Central Time, and my local terminal is set up to Mountain Time. So it's going to take that timestamp and adjust it to your local terminal. From here, we'll get the location, and then we'll get some statuses on needs review. What you'll need to do to get those out of the needs review status is you'll just need to run a checkpoint audit from the audit page. Just do the pre-screen checkpoints, uncheck the high speed, and click on start, and then that'll check against your rules. Now, before you do the audit, what you'll want to do is you'll want to click on the company page And from the company page, you'll click on checkpoint types under checkpoints. Now, if we go down to fuel, we're going to see the rule that we have set up for this particular company. What I like to do is I like to say the driver must log at least 1 minute, and then we can decide how long we're going to give the driver to notice fuel. So right now I'm giving the driver an hour window by giving him a half hour on either side. You can increase that or decrease that as you see fit, but a pretty standard value would be 30 minutes on either side, giving the drivers about an hour to log their fuel. Now if we look at the automation portion down here, we'll notice that automatic validation is unchecked. So what I like to do is I like to turn on the automatic validation and falsifications so that I don't have to manually look at any of the checkpoints, and the system will do it for us. So what the system's going to be looking for is that the driver is in duty status 4 within a half hour on either side of his checkpoint that came into the system. If that rule is met, the checkpoint will be validated. If that rule is not met, the driver will receive a falsification. So once you get everything set up here, just click on the OK button to save your information. Now if you notice in here, we also have a time zone. Typically fuel card providers are going to keep track of the fuel in the central time zone only. There are only a few fuel card companies out there that note the time based on the location that the driver fueled from, but most of them will be in the central time zone as far as the tracking goes. So you'll want to more than likely set that up to central. If you're doing something other than ComData, you may need to adjust that, but for ComData users, we're going to set the time zone to central there if it's not already set. After you get your rules all set, you'll just want to click on the audit page. You'll do that pre-screen checkpoint like I was talking about earlier here, and then it's going to go through the system and check that information against the logs. Now as we can see here, the rule wasn't satisfied for this particular driver, so we got 2 auto falsifications there. The only other statuses that you'll see are not enough data, which just indicates there's no log for that particular day, and the other status that you'll see is auto verified, meaning the driver satisfied the rule. That's all you should need to do for the fuel importing. Thanks for joining us, and have a great day.